This past weekend, all of our teams had worked diligently to bring a great service together. In fact, our AV teams, our worship team, our admin teams had all really done a great job. And I was up teaching when I noticed that there was an unusual commotion. And that's usually not a good sign. It wasn't till after our first meeting that I found out we had significant internet issues and our live stream was not going out like it should. And we discovered quickly that it was not in-house, it was outside the building. It wasn't until after our second meeting, our second poorly uploaded live stream, that we found out that our internet provider was replacing major equipment. They were replacing a line while our meetings were going on. And they hadn't warned us. We didn't know what was going on. Sometimes things are out of our control. It doesn't matter how hard we work. It doesn't matter how hard we try. Things just don't work the way we hoped they would. This was one of those days for us. There is some irony. The heart of the message that I was teaching on Sunday was from a parable that talked about how seeds are planted, and whether we sleep or whether we're awake, the seeds grow. And the idea is that God's at work growing, whether we understand what He's doing, whether we understand how the seeds grow, or whether we're attentive to that issue, God is causing them to grow. It's not up to us, it's up to Him. Another parable that we talked about is the parable of the mustard seed, that the smallest seed God uses to grow the largest plant in the garden, large enough that birds will land on, perch on that plant. It's that big. God uses small things to do big things. Good thing it's not up to us. Maybe God can take a weekend that just somewhat fell apart and use it for His glory. Maybe God can use things in our lives that seem out of control, that are not going exactly as we had hoped. And maybe He can do big things. Maybe God can perform a miracle in your life even today. Maybe a miracle can be birthed, a seed can be planted today that will grow into something big. Let's believe together for something big. If you believe that God can do great things in our lives and in our world, then I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Just give me an amen, or right on, or however you want to respond in a positive way. And just write it down below here. Just amen. Because we believe God is a great God. Thanks for a moment of your time. Blessings.